good morning to everyone and everything. We are the Dawn of Ascension show, and have, I'm here with my Ascension Soul team, Susie, Gina, and Aubrey, and we're here to share our views, our tools, and our journey through these wild and wonky and fast changing energies we're living in today. Today, our subject, which is the core of ascension, our body, are two different issues and how they are connected. When you're being active in your body, which is using your body, then you should be doing it in an attitude of gratitude and fun and joy, and treat your body like a friend, a best friend. And this is where addictive behaviors are evidence of not being embodied. And self-talk is evidence of not being embodied. Aubrey, this is a wonderful subject. Let's tackle it. What you got, girl?
Thanks, Arlene. So, when we talk about ascension, I think we've said this several times on this channel, but I'll say it again. Ascension right now is when we talk about ascension, we're talking about ascension of the human bodies. Our consciousnesses and our souls have been through ascension many, many times. We are from higher dimensions than this human reality that we're in currently, and we know how to do this. The only beings on this planet that don't know how to ascend right now is our bodies. And so every single one of us has a very singular relationship. It's a unique relationship that is a marriage of our consciousness and our body. And that is the most important relationship that you have on this planet. We're here to experience through our bodies, and our bodies are here to experience what it's like in higher dimensions. And the thing is, higher dimensional thinking, and like one of the biggest differences between a lower dimension and a higher dimension frequency is the way that love abounds. And so when we talk about self-love, we are talking about this higher dimensional feeling of oneness and unity and love. And our bodies deserve to feel that from us. So one of the things that's most important in your ascension path right now is finding what things are taking you out of your body. Where are you dissociating? Are you dissociating while you're cooking dinner? Are you dissociating on your phone? Are you dissociating through some sort of substance or addiction? And that can be processed food even. Anything that kind of makes it so that we are not like in the present moment and experiencing is a dissociation tactic. And we do that for a lot of reasons. One of them is that being in your body might be too painful. So if you have fibromyalgia or an autoimmune disease or have some sort of physical pain being in your body, that is often an indicator that your self-talk and belief systems about yourself are pretty negative. So the very first thing you can start doing to start shifting that energy of being physically in pain in your body is treating your body like a friend. If you had a friend that was in a lot of pain, what would you do for them? Would you help them get into a bath? Would you, you wouldn't, I know one of the things you wouldn't do to a friend unless you're doing it to yourself is insult them for feeling in pain, or tell them that they're lazy because they're in pain, or um just you wouldn't loathe them the way that it seems easy to loathe yourself. And so watch your thoughts. Where are you engaging in self-loathing and when you are in your body, and where are you leaving your body so that you don't? And the reason that we're doing all of this, why we want to be in our bodies, is so that we can be embodied. And when I say that, I mean that we each have a very singular and a unique frequency that we are here to resonate as. So the things that you're really good at, the things that bring you joy, the songs that come from you, and just the the play and resonance that is supposed to come from you is what's going to bring us all into a higher frequency. And so the more that you can be in your body resonating at a joyful frequency, the more that you're going to assist the rest of humanity on their ascension paths as well. You need to set the example of loving self-talk and loving self-care.
Oh, that was a marvelous explanation. Very, very good. And it is a really broad subject, and it could be very tender to a lot of people. Gina, I know you have some definite ideas about this as well. What you got, girl?
Um, I kind of got, I wish I could come up with some good examples about the pain and the self-loathing because I've seen it so much in throughout my nursing career. I'm a retired nurse. Um, how people view the world around them and as negative is like a video screen of how they're viewing themselves also. So one thing I can suggest is start finding the beauty around you, even if you're in pain or having a bad day. Try and just take a moment, take a deep breath, feel your feet, and look at a flower or look around you and what is beautiful in your surroundings? What can you find that is positive about what's happening in that moment instead of always looking at the negative side. It was very frustrating as a nurse. I worked night shift, and 90% of the patients that I took care of every night were watching CSI. Oh my God, that's like filling themselves full of fear and trauma and, who's going to attack you in the dark alley as you come home from work. It's stop it. Switch it to Saturday Night Live, or I don't know. I don't even know what's on television anymore because I don't go there. But you got to turn off the news and you got to turn off the CSI and all those things that for the adrenaline rush because that's not being good to your body. You have to start, people have to start seeing the beauty in the world around them. I know for myself when COVID started and stuff, I live on an acre and a half. I started just staying home and doing stuff in the garden and whatever. And you know, until I started doing this podcast with these girls, I maybe put makeup on once every 3 months to go to the store or whatever. Now I'm having a great time remembering how to put on eyeliner and eyeshadow and make my eyebrows because they're white. You can't see them in real life, but it's it's fun. Find those little fun things that take care of you, especially with the holidays. Don't get mad at yourself for having that extra piece of pumpkin pie. Say, it's Thanksgiving and I enjoyed that second piece of pumpkin pie. It's okay. Instead of, oh, it's going to put 10 pounds on me. No. Well, if it does, after Christmas is over, you can go on a diet. But every once in a while, treat yourself to something good. Dress up for yourself, not for everybody else around you.
Those are really good points. Really, really good point. Aubrey, I have a question that came to my mind when you were talking about self-loathing, especially since we just had Thanksgiving and most of us, were around family that maybe we don't get around very often or anything like that. But if some family member that you're around is deep into self-loathing, can they easily knock us out of our embodiment, being in our body?
Well, that is a very good point, Arlene. It really depends on how much you are embodying your own frequency. Because ultimately, love and unity is a higher frequency and it is more powerful if you choose to engage in it. But every single one of us has basically a radius around us. I first realized this concept when I very first walked into this vessel where I was sitting with a friend and we noticed there was this man that walked down our street and I thought he was on the phone. She thought he was just very angry, but he was like sitting and talking to himself. You know, he was very angry. And as he walked down the street, there was this radius of the animals of the street were waking up and like barking, or like there were some goats that were, it was like as he moved, all the animals on the street were like waking up and responding to his energy. But I lived on that street for years. Plenty of people walk down the street, even loud, but the animals weren't all waking up to respond to the energy. But he had a physical, energetic radius that the energy around him was responding. So from his point of view, as he's walking around in this bubble, animals wake up and bark, you know, for everywhere he goes in his reality. And my friend and I realized this and looked at each other and we're like, if his radius is that powerful, how much more powerful is our radius if we are choosing into a higher frequency? And the higher frequencies are more powerful if you choose to engage in them. So just remember, if you have a family member that's choosing into those lower frequencies, you don't have to engage with it. Engaging with it is going to lower your frequency to their level, and their radius is going to ask you to, because that's what the energy is calling for you to do. So standing in your and being in your power and being embodied and resonating as you will then make their energy start trying to respond to yours instead.
Okay, okay. So then the secret is being holding gratitude and love for your own body so that your body can help you hold that resonance to keep and yeah, so your body can help you hold that resonance. And so that would be like an anchor point then.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. Very cool. Very cool. Um, one of the things that we were talking about before we were when we were just going around the subject too, and I want to reiterate this, is that to be so good to your body, give your body gifts and court yourself like a good friend. Treat yourself like a good friend. And if you're not aware of that, then maybe be aware if you see someone that treats their friends very well. It will come your way. When you're searching for something, it always comes to you, always, always. So when you're looking at someone, treat your body and yourself like a very good friend and stay just so grounded in that energy. Susie. Fairies, fairies. Oh, let's see what the fairies have to say about this one. Are they going to sparkle and clean us on this one?
Aubrey, Arlene and Gina, yes, they are. Our very message today is Me Talks, repairing the body, mind, and spirit, eliminating toxic thinking, and cleaning house. And it's basically exactly what we've been talking about this morning. So, wow, the fairies are bang on once again. Um, and when the Me Talks card appears, it challenges you to discard all your deeply held judgments that you've had for yourself and for others. And you can release the people who've wronged or offended you once you recognize that they mirror the shadow aspect of you. So basically, it's just time to clean your house And you can do that by ridding your thoughts and your judgments, poisoning your mind, eliminating all the inauthentic beliefs of others that you've adopted as your own, and emptying your cupboards of all the unhealthy junk food poisoning your body. Boy, oh boy. So when we see this Me Talks card, it's a warning that you should not postpone. So do the healthy maintenance on your body, do the self-care and the pampering that you need. And even though it's the 11th hour, it's not too late. So don't deprive yourself of the health you deserve. Now we're on to our supplementary card. And today, Aubrey, we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is quantum mechanics. Now, from what I understand, quantum mechanics introduced chance and probability into physics, and the wheel is from the ancient Roman goddess Fortuna and is similar to the roulette wheel, which spins around and is a symbol of fate and luck, and which may also appear to direct your life. So, with this wheel, even in bad situations, do we still have choices? And do we need to keep going round and round and round, or can we get off and advocate for our mind, body, and spirit?
So the Wheel of Fortune is my favorite tarot card. I love that tarot card. I actually have a tapestry of it hanging above my bed so that I can get on the wheel every night. But so quantum mechanics, the primary idea of quantum mechanics is that observation is what solidifies reality. And so in quantum mechanics, we've discovered that every particle that exists in our reality also exists as a wave, and that wave is basically it's a like a wave, and it's infinite, and there's infinite potential, and it only solidifies into actual reality when it is observed. And so when we are on the Wheel of Fortune, we have infinite possibilities in our lives. And they only solidify, you only get off the wheel when you observe it, when you have chosen into a reality. And so really look at what you're observing. Like how are you speaking to yourself? How are you speaking to the world around you? What are you observing? Because your perspective will massively shift if you start observing how beautiful this leaf is, how much you love this cat. I'm talking about the things that I observe, but but you have infinite things in your reality that you can choose to observe with love and gratitude and joy.
How wonderful is that?
I think the recording just okay. I'll continue anyway. Yes, we have a message today. So this message is they're from some very light fairies. I would even maybe call them sylphs, but they're very light and sparkly. And they want everyone to know that they have energy to give if you would like to receive. So if you would like to receive some energy from these fairies, I'd like everybody to tune into their roots and feel the energy coming up from Mother Earth. And then take some very deep breaths, and you will notice that there is just sort of this like light, kind of like sparkly feeling that kind of is going to come up from your roots and kind of almost like scrubbing bubble you all the way up to the top of your crown. So go ahead and take a few moments to do that if you would like to engage.
Oh, that feels awesome. And I encourage those who are with us to please do this because our energy will help you with your energy. Well, that must have been a mighty powerful message that was supposed to come through because we got frozen out of our internet And we know when that happens, someone does not want that something that's coming in out.
Mhm.
So take this as a big, big moving forward. We've got a new year coming up. We're out of Pisces and we have lots of wonderful things happening. Well, I'd like to ask anyone that they would like to put a comment, ask a question in our comment section. We would enjoy to interact with you. But until next time, thank you for joining us here on the Dawn of Ascension show. Bye.
Bye.